Right, another boogie. So, but other than that, man, how are you? Like, how good? I'm good. I can't complain. I'm healthy. Health is wealth all the time. I'm fighting all the low vibration vibrational people that's trying to, don't slam down the situation. But me and my family, my entire family, we rising to the occasion. We rising through all of the non, if you will, and I hope to clear up a few things today with you in my new hometown. I regularly come from New York City, Brooklyn, bred and born. So what you're saying is it wasn't a renting situation, it was more of a purchasing situation. It was supposed to be a purchase situation. And then, because of her absolute state and the people that were advising her, that we're kind of battling now, it seems as though someone was trying to take advantage. Finally, she wins. Celebrated former talk show host and radio personality Wendy Williams will no longer have to pay alimony to her cheating ex-husband Kevin Hunter. In court documents exclusively accessed by the U.S. Sun, a New Jersey judge has denied Hunter's demand for the former talk show host to continue her payments, which was a total of $250,000 per month. As previously reported by several sources, Hunter's claims centered around his inability to manage his bill payments on time after the alimony checks stopped. According to Hunter, the checks came to a halt in February 2022, reportedly after the hosts suffered from several health issues. But now, with the judge putting an end to this debacle, how will the disgraced serial cheater survive with his next-door settled baby mama? Let's find out more. If there is anyone who has disgraced and embarrassed men, it has to be Kevin Hunter. The former producer of The Wendy Williams Show has been all over the place, lamenting how he's broke and unable to survive without the help of Wendy, the same woman he abandoned. Kevin wrote, "I have fallen behind on most of my bills. I currently live in a community that requires payments to the Homeowners Association, and I'm behind on that bill. If the Homeowners Association fees are not paid foreclosure, we'll follow up soon." That's very true. That only happened to me once. During a Hot Topic segment on her critically acclaimed daytime talk show, The Wendy Williams Show, the 58-year-old shared why she wasn't open to discussing her split. "Everybody has things in their life that they're not ready to share with the world," she said at the time. Wendy and Hunter share a 22-year-old son together. Kevin Hunter Jr., according to The Sun, the judge ruled that Hunter's alimony request was not emergent and proceeded to dismiss it without prejudice. Additionally, the judge also ruled that Wendy wouldn't be on the hook for Hunter's legal fees. In a nutshell, the situation is totally over, meaning our guy is totally crippled financially at her time of need. But karma is always a bitch, isn't it? I have fallen behind on most of my bills. I currently live in a community that requires payments to homeowners associations, and I'm behind on that bill. Written file obtained by the U.S. Sun. The 50-year-old said his ex-wife's pause payments have greatly affected his life, and that he also is behind on his car insurance and credit card payments. "The fact that I am unable to sustain my life and pay my bills in order is extremely emergent to me," he wrote. It seems the judge saw things differently when deciding to dismiss Hunter's crisis altogether. Many fans celebrated this win for Wendy, suggesting Hunter should think about applying for jobs instead of relying on his ex-wife's income. "You did this woman wrong in front of the world. She suffered extreme health issues after announcing that divorce. So, go get a job." Sounds like something that's not Wendy's problem. #get a job. That same month by saying his mother paid a full year's rent upfront starting in March 2021, with her intent being to purchase the apartment at the end of the lease. The 22-year-old says he signed the lease on her behalf at her request. Hunter then described how his mother's health issues affected his ability to pay rent. As the lease approached the end, "My mom went through some health issues that put the court in control of her finances," he said. "All of this happened suddenly, and all of the financial support that she always gave me stopped, including my housing. In February 2022, our sources learned that Wendy claimed in a letter to the court that her bank, Wells Fargo, has denied her any access, whether online or otherwise, to her financial accounts, assets, and statements. According to her filings, the action was based on the advice of Wendy's former financial advisor, Lori Schiller, that the radio personality was of unsound mind. In its filings to the court, the bank said it froze the funds because Wells Fargo has strong reason to believe that Williams is the victim of undue influence and financial exploitation. It did not specify who or what was exploiting or unduly influencing Wendy, but from the look of things, it seems they saved her from the hands of gold-digging Hunter SR, who was out to reap where he did not. So while explaining his lack of paying bills and exposing his father as irresponsible, Hunter Jr. said, "I'll have to pause my education for a full academic year because of COVID and to care for my mom, even though my name is on the lease my mom was paying. And for medical and legal reasons, she has not been able to pay the rent for the past month since the one-year lease ended. And the court has controlled her finances for the past several months." Hunter said he's been back and forth between states checking on her mom's well-being while her father is out there enjoying a clandestine relationship. He ends the statement filed on August 29 by saying he secured a different temporary place to live and plan on moving out of the apartment within 7 days. With the judge now ruling that Wendy owes him nothing, Hunter Sr. will either find work or suffer in peace. When Wendy announced the cancellation of her decade-long show, the one who bickered the most was Hunter. He knew from the very day that without Wendy's help, he was heading straight to the gutter. On Friday, June 17, 2022, The Wendy Show aired its final episode after 13 years in national syndication. Wendy was not a part of the finale and wasn't involved with the show named after her since she stepped away in 2021 due to health issues. Wendy's ex-husband spoke out against the production company behind the daytime talk show once he realized the show was going under. "It is the first time in the history of talk shows for this to be done, especially for a show that has been on for more than 10 years, he said. As a co-creator of the show, Hunter was on hand to watch the show's inception and rise to success over the last decade. Seeing the show end on such a dismal note and without the actual host, the present was a drastic fall from grace, according to him. I know the blood, sweat, and tears that went into making the show such a success, and I am not happy with the way the show is going out on a personal level, and I am truly sorry that the show's fans have to see it go down the way that it is," Hunter said at the time. Hunter, who filed a wrongful termination lawsuit against Deborah Mercury in March 2022, claims the production company had shown a lack of professionalism throughout the process, and in the way they are letting Wendy go out after 13 years. The show has been made of mockery the last 2 seasons, and the reasons the show is having its untimely demise.